Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to a special festive edition of Tea Break Coach. And unbelievable good luck this morning. I woke up to this. So I'm literally thinking about what I'm going to talk to you about for Christmas, and it snows. So literally feeling like the luckiest girl on the planet this morning to have that view this morning. I wanted to talk to you about presents. Because I have a little gift here. These are some of the sort of promotional gifts that we used when we wrote the book Dose. And for those of you who don't know, Dose is a book that I wrote with Dr. Ian Price. And it was as a result of a lockdown project that we did called the 52 Project. And we, every Friday, introduced a wellbeing tip to people in lockdown, something that would boost your mood or help you to be more productive. So I thought as my Christmas gift to you, I would share a few of the top tips that we did the science and research on, and we found really resonated with people, and people came back and said, oh my God, this is amazing. So DOSE stands for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin and endorphins. And we can deliberately increase the levels of those feel-good hormones and chemicals in our bodies by doing really simple things. And there are 52 of those really simple things in here. So one thing I wanted you to remember from today's session is we can really easily, we're powering on with our work and there's so much to do at this time of year. We think we'll just push on. You know that moment where you think, shall I have a break? Shall I push on through? And you're a little bit thirsty. You think maybe time for a cup of tea. I want you to remember how important it is to have that break. Because at just 2% dehydrated, so that's the point where you're just wondering if you need a cup of tea, your brain will work 20% less well. Actually, it's more than that. It's up to 27, but 2 and 20 are easy to remember, right? So just 2% dehydration. So that's the point at where you just start to feel thirsty. You're not gasping. You are 20% less efficient. Your prefrontal cortex, which does all your critical thinking, is less effective by 20%. So 2% dehydration, 20% less effective. And it's those sort of tips that we shared in Dose. So I'm hoping that I'm going to do another one of these next week and do them kind of concurrently rather than have a kind of fortnight's wait. I hope some of the tips I'm going to share with you are really helpful. We did this little pokey out cards in the little gift boxes we did, and this is another amazing one. So I don't know if the QR code will work, but I'll put it there just in case it does. But this is also in the book that you may have read about gratitude journaling. So writing down things that you are grateful for. And you might have thought, well, that sounds a bit like random science. It sounds a bit soft and fluffy. It absolutely isn't. Remember that Ian's a neuroscientist, and neuroscientists are able to measure chemicals and look at brain activity. So they know that this stuff works. If you think about things you are grateful for, you will release dopamine. And dopamine on here, that's your reward chemical. You feel good. But if you write them down, you also release serotonin, and that improves your mood. So if you simply write down right now 3 things that you are grateful for, your body will automatically release some dopamine and some serotonin. And that's my gift to you. Hopefully a slightly more productive brain today and a better mood. Have a really, really lovely build up to Christmas, and I'll see you next week.